All right, everyone. We are going to be continuing the run I was going to do on Friday, but I had to cancel it because of controller issues. But I got my backup PS5 controller working, and my new Xbox One should hopefully come in the mail soon. But I don't really like using this just because the D-pad is like 4 separate buttons, but I'll just have to make it work for now. But anyway, I'll repeat the intro for this Pokemon. We'll be doing Pokemon Emerald Backport with Dusknoir. So Dusknoir evolves from a regular Gen 3 mon called Dusclops. And this thing is kind of interesting. I hope you had a time to look at the stats, because we're very slow, and our attack and HP are very good, and our defenses are decent. The special attack isn't so good, especially since we start with the 2 elemental punches. Thunder punches via move tutor if I want that. I may end up wanting it later, we'll see, because maybe my moveset for the end of the game might just be the 3 elemental punches in Calm Mind. We'll see. But those are going to be special, but we do learn Calm Mind. That'll help. Anyway, we're running the Naughty Nature, so that is plus... Crud, I can't remember what that nature does. I'm slowly getting these natures memorized. Alright, so it's plus attack minus special defense. Special defense isn't as important in Emerald just because a lot of the hard fights are physical attackers like Steven. Minus special defense could be a problem against like Wallace or Tate and Liza, but I'm not too worried about them. And our ability is pressure, so it's kind of useless. And actually, pressure may end up helping if I ever need to stall on anything to make their moves run out faster, like Ancient Power, for example, since it's only got 5 PP. And our hidden power typing is hidden power fighting. This is mainly for some coverage against all the dark types on the evil villains teams, and it'll help with Norman, actually. Make him a little bit easier. Alright, well, I guess with all that out of the way, I better go live on the vertical and we'll get started. Hello everyone on the vertical. We'll be doing Emerald with Dusknoir. If you need to look at the moveset and stuff like that, you'll have to head on over to the horizontal stream. But right now, we'll get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, game dev. But yeah, I gave you a mod. I gave you mod status back after your time away. Yeah, I was doing this on Friday, but I was having controller problems, so I ended up having to cut the stream short. I got them fixed now, sort of. I mentioned at the start, but my new controller will come in the mail in a few days. That is not what I meant to use. My overworlding is still going to be kind of bad, just because I'm not used to a PS5 controller. How do I become mod? If I feel like it. I mean, I have too many mods at the moment. But if one of my mods, just stop showing up to the streams, then I'll appoint a new one. But I think I have too many right now. I think the number I have is fine. But if I feel like I need another mod, you'll be first in line. I have had some streams lately where there hasn't been at least one mod around. Yeah, you'll be first in line if I think I need another one. I just don't want to make everybody mod, you know? Oh. Yeah, Annie hasn't been showing up to too many streams lately, but I'm sure she's got, other things to worry about, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so the reason I'm going up here first is because this is the best place to find Zigzagoon and Wingull. Alright, that was actually the good one to catch, because Wingull, I can just use Fire Punch on it. Or no, use Nightshade. 7. Oh, I can use another one. Perfect. You're only ever on mobile? Yeah, mods are generally better on desktop. Alright, so I think from here, after Roxanne, I'm gonna go as near minimum battles as possible. The reason I say near minimum battles, it's pretty much impossible to do minimum battles in a Hoenn game just because there's so many spinners, and a lot of the trainers have only one Pokemon. So I'm just going to say near minimum. Like, I'm not going to fight extra trainers on purpose. Starting after Roxanne, just because these early game trainers right here are pretty much always worth fighting, no matter who you play with. Just because those early levels at the start are really good. I'm mod for 6 streamers on Twitch and mobile mods suck. I can't do polls or predictions. You know something that sucks with YouTube? Hold on. YouTube mods actually cannot create polls. Only the creator of the stream can make polls. It's so dumb. Like, it'd be really nice if I'm just doing my run and, like, game dev could just update the poll for me. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow mods to do that right now. I hope they make that a feature, because all the mods can really do is just time people out. That's pretty much it. Just time people out or ban them. They can't, like, make polls and stuff, which is annoying. Yeah, I found that out the hard way, because, I think it was like a couple of years ago we found that out, because we tried to have one of our mods make a poll, and we were trying to look up how to do it. Hello, Dallas. What's up? Oh, it's going pretty good. I was actually doing this run on Friday, but I was having controller problems, so I had to push the stream back to, today. Alright. I just had to remember I have repels. I need to use them. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it was a crappy controller I bought on eBay for like 20 bucks. So I kind of expected it. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, though. The reason it broke is because the micro USB connection, like, widened, so the cables can't sit in there properly, and they keep getting unconnected, if you know what I mean. Never trust eBay. Well, the listing specifically said, like, Xbox One controller, not in great shape. It admitted it wasn't in good shape, but that was because I broke my previous one and I was trying to cheap out. I should have just gotten the good stuff. I mean, I knew what I was getting into. There was a reason they were a good deal. I would trust eBay over Temu. Yeah, don't use Temu. That stuff is like Chinese Wish.com. I wouldn't even trust Wish.com. I never even shopped on Wish. Yeah, my new Xbox controller, I did buy it. I think it might have been directly from Microsoft, because Microsoft has their own eBay shop, or it might have been another high-profile seller. But I bought a pretty cool-looking one. I think it's like a... What's it called? Its design was based off a popular game. I don't remember what it's called, but the controller looks pretty good. The only thing I care about with the Xbox controller is I don't want the D-pad to look like a circle. You know, like the kind of D-pad that's not like a plus shape, it's like in the shape of a circle. I hate those. So that's why I prefer like original Xbox One controller. My cousin got a Barbie doll off Temu and I thought it had speakers in it. I'm willing to bet those weren't speakers. My son has a Mario controller for Switch. It's pretty bad. It's the same style controller as Xbox. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers are the same style as Xbox, just minus the A, B, X, Y buttons being in a different position. But the thing is, like, Switch Pro controllers, depending on which one you get, they feel just super cheap. They just don't feel good. But, like, Xbox controllers always have a nice heavy build to it. I mean, this PS5 controller feels nice, but I just hate the D-pad. I'll probably show a picture of the controller I bought later. I think it might be better just, yeah, use Nightshade. You're in the hospital right now. Oh, that's not good. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, at least I can provide some entertainment for you while you're just waiting around. I don't know if, like, you're in the waiting room or, like, in the hospital, like you're in a bed. I mean, I hope you're there just waiting. Oh, you just need blood? Oh. Still, though. Hope you get better. Wish is also Chinese. Oh, okay, that explains why I don't trust Wish. Alright, so even though I beat Roxanne, I'm still going to fight a few of these trainers just because I do have to pass through this route later, and the early training is still good. Usually, I'll start avoiding trainers after I sail to Dewford Island. Shadow Punch. This is basically my best ghost move. I'm going to hold on to it for quite a while. So both Temu and Wish.com are Chinese-based. That explains a lot. Wish and Temu both operate under the super cheap items to attract people that don't care about quality. Yeah, well, I care about the quality, so they're not for me. Thanks, you're gonna take a rest now? Well, just get well soon. I do not know with my higher attack if using Shadow Punch or Ice Punch on a Dark type is preferable. Because, I mean, Shadow Punch is resisted, but it uses my higher attack stat, and it has the same type attack bonus, so I'm not sure which is better. Thanks for stopping by, Dallas. Okay, yeah, so starting now, I'm going to try and avoid trainers. Like, I'm not going to go slow and purposefully avoid them. I'll just continue like normal. I'm just not going to make a conscious decision and be like, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. Well, there'll be some I fight. There are some trainers in the mid-game that are just way too valuable. Like, there's this one trainer with a Skarmory and a Swellow. The XP yield is so good, you just don't want to ignore him. Okay. Alright, I am going to need some extra Pokeballs and a few extra repels. Meanwhile, I'm over here with 2 Switch Pro controllers, 2 Xbox Series X controllers, and 2 PS5 controllers. Well, at least you got the goods. I know Steve told me the one thing he hates about PS5 controllers is that the 2 control sticks are near the center of the console, the controller, which he hates. I like the layout on the Xbox controller and the Switch Pro controllers for it, where one of the control sticks is in the top left, and the other one's like in the middle right area. Like, they're far apart from each other, not like close to each other. I mean, I understand that. Hey, Boss KO. Alright, so I do plan to get a Heart Scale because I would like to get Thunder Punch as soon as I get access to Fall Arbor Town. Because my moveset for quite a while is going to be Shadow Punch and the Elemental Punches. And then eventually Shadow Punch, I think after Tate and Liza, will be replaced with Calm Mind. Well, I don't know. I would still like Substitute. I think I'll just delete the least useful punch. Usually the least useful punch is Fire Punch, but I would still like Fire Punch for Steven. Maybe what I could do is get a second Heart Scale, and I can use one Heart Scale to learn Thunder Punch, and then I can use a second Heart Scale to relearn Fire Punch, because Fire moves just aren't useful for the League. I think the first useful spot for Fire Punch is probably Winona's Skarmory, and after that, you don't really need Fire moves until Steven, so maybe after Winona, I'll replace Fire Punch with Substitute and Shadow Punch with Calm Mind, and then via Move Tutor, or via Heart Scale, before Steven, I'll just get Fire Punch back. I think that's the best strat. Okay, I think Nightshade's the better plan just because of all these bulk ups. On the bright side, this guy can't even hit me. Ironically, they haven't really changed the overall design of PlayStation since the original DualShock for PS1. I sort of know that because I've used PS2 controllers before, and they're sort of identical to modern PlayStation controllers. I mean, the only PlayStation console we even own is a PS5, but I have played on one of my siblings' PS2 before as a kid. Alright, so normally if I need a bunch of training, I can just fight trainers on the beach. But, there's no need for me to fight trainers on the beach. I may actually fight the trainers in the soda house because fighting the trainers here provides a little bit of experience and you get 6 free soda pops for free so you don't have to buy potions. So, I think I'll just do this. I mean, I don't think Dusknoir is going to need much extra training, but that doesn't mean you should skip all of it. Usually skipping all training in an Emerald playthrough is never a good idea, even for something like I think Kyogre's the only one that can truly get away with doing that. Even Groudon would need to fight extra trainers. Just a few. I thought it was a fairy type. Well, I have to 3-shot in a Azurill. And 1-shot a Meryl. What kind of world do we live in? You've been playing Unbound? Nice. Prototype. You have a PS3, 4, and 5. Nice. No Thunder Punch? Thunder... Thunder Punch is also a level 1 move for Dusknoir, or Dusknoir, but the problem is, Astonish is at level 5, which meant Thunder Punch got wiped off the moveset for Astonish, just because Dusknoir has 4 level 1 moves and a level 5 move, and we get it at level 5, so I didn't start with Thunder Punch. I'll need to use a Heart Scale if I want it. I can get Thief, but I'm not going to get it because I do not see myself using Thief at all. Thief is only really good if I need to steal nuggets to afford a Game Corner TM. I might get it, though, just to sell for a vitamin. Because, I'm not sure if I want to buy Carbos or Calcium for this thing. I mean, yeah, I'm relying on Elemental Punches, but at the same time, my speed stat's horrible. But it's also a certain kind of horrible to where I'm not even sure Carbos is even going to help. I'm not really sure what to do. Oh, why do I not have the Quick Claw equipped? Really? Nah, Carbos is not worth it. Yeah, actually, I asked you that question on Discord, but I guess I started the stream before I saw any reply. But yeah, I think 45 speed is just too horrible. It's at the point where even if I get Carbos, it's not really going to help. Like, I think if I was like 70 speed, I probably should get some Carbos. Just because the few extra speed will matter. But I think if my speed is this bad, it's not worth it. Alright, I do not need to go in there. This trainer, I like to fight for the special attack EVs. Plus, she's a spinner. I'll have to pass by her later anyway. And she's very quick. Plus, this guy's annoying. I pretty much always just fight the trainers that are gonna get in my way multiple times. Like this guy. I would rather just get rid of him. You know what? That's okay. For those of you who don't know, there's actually a full heal there. Yeah, I asked you, yeah, game dev came back around. Yeah, it's nice seeing him back. It's been a long time. I've been playing Untitled Unova. The first gym you fight is Marlin. Marlin is definitely a weird first gym. I mean, I'm not really a fan of RetroArch in general, just because it's a very overcomplicated emulator, but at the same time, it does look very, very good whenever you load ROMs through it. It's like an all-in-one type of emulator, but I still like it, but for, I honestly just prefer BizHawk. Like, for GBA and DS, I would prefer BizHawk. Just because I think BizHawk looks the cleanest and runs the smoothest. About to turn 2. Yeah, when you last hung out with us, I remember when he was just a very young baby. And then a year later, he's all of a sudden almost 2. Insane. BizHawk is written in C? Is that supposed to say C+? But yeah, right now for like Gen 1 and Gen 2, I use C#. Oh, okay. Thanks, D1. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So for Gen 1 and Gen 2, I use Snowy's custom emulator Super Shucky, which is what Scott uses. We used to use RetroArch. I think RetroArch still has its benefits for using in like Gen 1 runs in Gen 2. Like for Red and Blue, it'll use the Super Game Boy colors. So the game actually does look better. Unfortunately, Red and Blue, you can't really use Super Game Boy colors. You just have to define the two colors yourself, or just use the default ones, which look ugly. But it allows me for each stream to just customize the colors to look like the Pokemon, which is pretty cool. But Super Shucky runs the smoothest. And then for 3 and 4, I use BizHawk. I used to use RetroArch for GBA, and then BizHawk for DS, but I decided to just move all of it to BizHawk. I don't really use RetroArch at all. I still have it as a backup. Nope, don't. No. Alright. I need to look at my stat sheet. Let's see. On Watson, his Pokemon are 49, 35, 41, 55 speed. The only thing I outspeed is his Electrike, which is probably the best I can hope for. But that's actually fine, though, because if I underspeed his Pokemon, he is way less likely to use Thunderbolt. Can't you cheese it by using Will-O-Wisp? I just have Will-O-Wisp just in case I think it's needed, but I don't know. I don't know if there will be a use for it. I'm just holding on to it just because there might be a use. Nope. I think I should hold on to a Cherry Berry instead of a Quick Claw. Our defenses are still super good. Oh, nice crit. Alright, Fire Punch. Oh yeah, even though Magneton outspeeds, and he's less likely to use Thunder Wave, he'll still use it. Oh my god. Yeah, that was sort of risky. Do I think that was the correct... Honestly, maybe I should have used Will-O-Wisp on the Manectric. Will Norman be a problem? With Hidden Power fighting, not really. Nope. Oh, I register the bike. Oh, right. Forgot Rock Smash again. I mean, you don't have to do it, Axew. I mean, I guess unless you want to. But I do appreciate it nonetheless, though. No speed, I know what you could do for... Oh, please inform me. Better not be a troll. Okay, I need to move Will-O-Wisp to... Oh my god. There we go. Would you ever think it's possible to speed on Platinum using a trash Bidoof? I think it's possible, yeah. In fact, I'm I'm sure somebody's done it. Walk through speedrunning each generation of Pokemon game. That's not really something I'd want to do. I feel like I'm not the right person for that either. Are you kidding? Paralyze me. Okay. Cherry berry. Oh my god. I mean, I've been thinking of streaming another Nuzlocke at some point. Probably one where I could play on 3 or 4 times speed. Not Shining Pearl. Yeah, yeah, but I feel like my knowledge on these games, I'm more of a jack-of-all-trades kind of person. So I feel like I wouldn't really be the right guy for it. If you mean like a solo running guide, I'm still not the right person for that. Like, I don't consider myself an expert at some of these games yet. Shadow Ball, nice. I mean, for like a solo running guide for Emerald, I feel like Ike would be the best guy for that. Alright, I'm just going to buy 21 Super Repels for now, and then I can just get more Super Repels later. That way I have more room for vitamin money. I don't consider myself an expert at Platinum. The only game I really consider myself an expert at is probably Red and Blue and Fire Red and Leaf Green. I think those are the only games where I feel like I'm an expert. I mean, it's pretty easy to be an expert at Red and Blue. The games are pretty pathetic. I mean, I would like to say Gen 5, but Shadow Stitch is way better at Gen 5 than I am. He's played more Gen 5 than me. I still need to race him at some point. I have not. No, I haven't played those games in forever. I know somebody in Scott's solo running Discord has been doing Pokemon Moon, and John Calibro actually does Pokemon Sun. I wonder if I should go out of my way to get Hidden Power before Flannery. No, I can just wait. I don't need Hidden Power for fighting for Flannery. That was kind of a dumb question. Alright, I might need this for later. Yeah, Shadow Ball me more than enough. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I need it for Norman, so I'll just get that then. Also, I'm not sure I'll have much money for vitamins. I may do a second vitamin buy later, because I will end up going inside the department store inside, Actually, let me get a tract first. I may end up buying more vitamins at the Lily Cove department store, because I have to go in there for substitute anyway. Oh. Crap. I don't mean something like how to get the best time overall. I mean, like, here's what you do from beginning to end quickly, what important hidden items. Oh, like a generic solo running guide. That'd be something I'd think of, yeah, but I don't know if it would be good with my general audience, though. Plus, like I said, I still don't feel like I'm good enough at these to just give a general piece of advice. I just feel like I'm not at that point yet. Like, I would consider making it if running the games are, like, second nature to me. Like, for example, you just give me the Pokemon. I don't even bother looking at routes. I don't even bother having someone help me. I can just look at it and just immediately know what to do. I feel like Red and Blue and Fire and Leaf Green are the only games I can truly do that. Like, I don't need to, like, look at a guide to figure out, like, well, this move could help here, but will the ranges be good? Like, stuff like that. I feel like I'm not good enough for that at most games. That's called imposter syndrome. Can you describe what that means? Actually, getting hidden power fighting early would help with the maxi fight, but I don't think it's gonna matter. I should definitely use an ether on Shadow Ball first. Oh, okay. Makes sense. No, don't use that protein. I'm gonna use the PP up on Shadow Ball. I'm gonna move those up there. Ether. Soda Pop. Alright. I'm mainly worried about the Mighty Yenna. Maybe the Mighty Yenna I could Will-O-Wisp? Wow, 2 sand attacks. Really, dude. Uh-oh. Well, honestly, I don't think the burn helped at all. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, I might die. Never mind. Yeah, that was kind of scary. Oh yeah, I will sell the nugget. Disney bought Power Rangers? Did not hear about that. I was never really a Power Rangers kid. I know Steve was. Honestly, I think Flannery's just gonna straight up be easy. I'll probably one-shot her first 2 Pokemon with Shadow Ball. Potentially one-shot the Camerupt. No. Okay, Sunny Day. My HP and special... Well, my special defense isn't the best, but theoretically, I could survive an overheat. I don't know, though. That's going to be cutting it kind of close. And you just miss. Okay, Shadow Ball doing less than half is not good. I may need to figure something out for the second playthrough for that, because that did not look consistent. Your menuing is top tier. That is absolutely not true. My menuing absolutely sucks. I mean, everyone else admits this, even Steve does. My overworlding is way better than my menuing. In fact, even though Steve is worse at overworlding, the fact his menuing is better makes him still competitive with me. Alright, hopefully I have enough money for a good vitamin buy. I think the vitamins I'll buy is just calcium. Because I don't really need protein. My attack is already pretty good. Alright. Sell the nuggets, sell the carbos, sell the protein. I don't really need max ethers. Oh, no, dude. I still have crap to sell. Get rid of that. I need those. Keep those. Roar, bulk up, shockwave, rock tomb, secret power. I'm gonna keep attract as a backup. Alright, I need 1 copy of hidden power. Vitamin of the day. It's going to be calcium. Let's see. I can buy 5, so I'll just stick to 5. Okay, I should go over. Alright, I need to teach Hidden Power Fighting in the place of Will-O-Wisp. Alright, then I need to use my calcium. Top tier doesn't mean best. It means in the upper echelon. Oh, okay. Okay, I get what you're saying. My menuing's still pretty good, but, like, Steve and Ike are just way better at menuing than me. But then again, like, no offense, but, like, if you're, like, in the top 1% of, like, people who are good at Pokemon, you only tend to compare yourself against other people in the top. Like, when I think, like, oh, I'm not good at Emerald, for example, I mean, compared to most people, I'm pretty good at it, but when I'm comparing to other people in my tier, I'm not really the best. I don't really know the best ordering to go through this room. Like, I don't know who the most effective trainers are. Also, I'm really surprised that thing lived. Honestly, when I go through the Lily Cove department store, I'll probably just buy more protein. Probably not, no. I mean, the protein could help for Tate and Liza, but no, my attack's already good enough. I don't think I need to do that. Alright, level 35 over a damage rounding threshold. Okay, I'm going to need to use... Ether on Hidden Power. Save. Alright, I have 53 speed. I'm only faster than the Spinda. Everything else outspeeds me. Alright, Feint Attack, didn't do much. Curse, absolutely not. Uh-oh. Alright, I do have to be careful on this. Well, I was about to say I should be careful because this thing has counter, but I'm a ghost type. I'm immune to counter, so never mind, that doesn't even matter. Right, and the walkthrough videos aren't for those at the top tiers, for those who want to learn. Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, that would have to go on my list of things that I want to get to, but I just don't have time or even attempt to do. Like, I've always been wanting to make a video on how to backport. Just because there's one guy who randomly comes in and keeps asking. Plus, I think it would help others, but at the same time, you could just become a member and you'll have access to over 100 backports. It's kind of a good deal, you know? Oh, find the Meryl. Also, I'm letting y'all know, I do not have a rappel up. The encounter rate in the water is just this freaking low. Alright, broke out of the first Great Ball. Now that'd be very interesting is if you got guest speakers for sections. I could probably make a whole series on, like, how to get good. That might be, like, a next year project, because, like I said, like, even if I know the steps, I want to at least be good so I can speak off of experience first before I make that video. That might be a next year thing. We'll see. In the next year, I was going to say new year, but we're obviously nowhere near that. But for next year, the way I make these videos is going to be completely different. Like, how I've made the videos the last few months, I'm going to keep making them the same way, but it's just next year I'm going to do something different. Oh, Almost forgot. I was working on a backport video at one point. Unfortunately, I deleted all the footage, code, and script during a data purge. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that when you did that. Didn't you do a randomizer with John at some point? And you mentioned how your overlay got deleted because of that data purge. I remember I was lurking at the time. This was like a few months after we split up. I remember you were talking about that. I'm letting you know, though, we still have a copy of it. The one you gave us a long time ago. We still have it. I mean, it's probably going to need a huge code overhaul to work with Pokebite, but we do have the original overlay. Man, I needed that heal so bad. Whoa, careful. I don't want to accidentally create double battles, like last time. Yeah, hidden power fighting will definitely be convenient for these Aqua Grunts. I should probably get a copy of it and overhaul it, but I don't know what tool you guys are using nowadays. Yeah, Pokebite is sorta similar to GameHook. Like, it was in February of 2024 when... Oh, you remember. You were around when it got shut down. I think Pokebite came out in, like, June of last year. It still uses, like, very similar mapping tools. It runs through, like, a command prompt window in a browser window instead of, like, its own program, if you know what I mean. But, I don't think it's that hard of a conversion. Yeah, I don't know how out of date your overlay is. The one that Steve was using, we were continually updating it throughout the last year. At first, it was like just me and him working on it, and then we found somebody named MVF to help us. He runs his own coding business, so he was able to help him with changes. So it's practically got a giant makeover. It's still like the same base code, but we just added on top of it. But the original, like, Jesco overlay that's in the folders, that remains unchanged. I should probably get another copy. Just in case I need move coverage. Not move coverage, move, flexibility. I'll have Steve give you a copy of everything. Yeah, we could do that. I know Steve has a Google Drive with everything. You'd have to ask him for it. I don't have the Google Drive link. I quit working on Steve's overlay months ago. The version I have on my PC is super outdated. This run, though, still going pretty dang good. Oh, I just realized, I never, chose to get Thunder Punch. I don't think Thunder Punch is going to be too useful. Until, like, probably after Tate and Liza. Like, if I go to the move relearner and learn Thunder Punch, I would probably end up deleting Fire Punch. I sent him a message. He's offline at the moment. Yeah, I've sent Steve some messages earlier, and he never responded. So he's probably doing something, or he's sleeping. Like, the other day, Steve slept for, like, 16 hours straight. Alright, so I think after Winona, I'm going to teach Thunder Punch in the place of Fire Punch. And then Hidden Power will be deleted for Substitute. And then after Tate and Liza, Shadow Ball will be deleted for Calm Mind. So my moveset will just be Calm Mind, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, and Substitute. And then I will get Fire Punch back for Steven. I think that's the plan. Damn what? Oh. Why did I do that? I for some reason thought Swablu was a dragon type. I have an overlay for this. I don't really have an excuse. 16 hours. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Steve told me he went to sleep for like 8 hours after he stayed up till like 3 in the morning playing games. He slept for 8 hours, woke up for a few hours to look at a house, and then went back to sleep for another 8 hours. Yeah, I could never understand Steve's sleep schedule at all. Did I just get hit? I got hit with sand attack. How dare you, sir? You know, one overlay change I was gonna try and make at some point. I can easily do this myself, but you know how my HP turns red if I'm not at full health? I would like it to be, like, I would like to be percentage-wise. Like, if I'm at full health, it'll just be black like the other stats. But if, like, I'm above half health, I want it to be green. If I'm, below half but above a quarter, I want it to be yellow. And if it's below a quarter, I want it to be red. That way, I can have a sense of how my HP is doing. I mean, I can easily do that, but that's something I just need to do at some point. Zinc. There's 2 zinc that I'm going to be getting on this route and the next route. So I will use them on... Should I use them on Dusknoir or just sell them to buy more calcium? I'll probably just use them. Whoa, okay, that was just bad. What was I even doing? I mean, at least this guy's very good experience. He has a Dustox and a Beautyfly. Bruh. Not cool, dude. Probably should have just used Shadow Ball. You know, this guy here, I was considering adding him to my default fight every time list, because he gives, like, over 2,000 experience points. Or simpler would be black, yellow, and red. Well, the reason I want it to be green, if I'm not at full, is because I would like an idea of how my HP is. Like, if it's above half, I don't want it to just be black all the time, because I'll go into fights thinking my health is okay. I just want green to mean, like, I'm not at full health, but I'm above half. Oh, get that. Alright, these 2 trainers I usually like to fight, but I'm gonna skip them for now. Nope, I just healed. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy right away so I can go get hidden Substitute. If you're gonna get Substitute in a playthrough, I've noticed it's pretty much always worth it to just get it as soon as you get to Lily Cove. That way you have Substitute for the Magma and Aqua sections. Because it makes those fights just so much more free. But if you have to, like, save Substitute for later, then obviously don't do this. Alright, so as soon as I get Substitute, I'm going to also get the TM for Rest in Town, just as a backup strat for Steven. And then I'm going to go fly to Fall Arbor Town and learn Thunder Punch. Alright, do not need this anymore. Okay, I'm going to use this on Shadow Ball. Oh, Teach Fly. Alright, Thunder Punch, please. Over Fire Punch. I will need a second Heart Scale, though. So I'm gonna need to remember to get one. Oh, and as soon as I get into Moss Deep City, I will heal at the center there. And I'm going to go to the mart and purchase some max repels. Alright, so yeah, even though I don't have Hidden Power Fighting anymore, Hidden Power Fighting was only really helpful for, like, Norman and the mid-game Aqua Grunts, but for the later section of the game, Shadow Ball, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch will do just fine. Oh, I did... Uh-oh. Oh no, Zigzagoon helped. Whatever shall I do? Here, I'll use Thunder Punch on it, so that way it would have one-shot even if I didn't use Cut. Also, I like all the information that's on my overlays for Gen 3 and Gen 4, but for Gen 1 and Gen 2, I would really like more details on the overlay. Like, for example, on all my overlays, I really want to add a repel counter, but I don't really know the best spot for it. I know some people have suggested putting it on my, in the area of my face cam, but I'm just not sure that's a good idea. The only thing I have there is my reset counter. Maybe I should just consider making a brand new overlay. I mean, it'll take time, but, like, what do you guys think? I've used the same overlay for years at this point. You guys think it's time for a makeover? Like, I want to make it so all the games will use the exact same overlay, no matter if it's a Game Boy game or a 3DS game. I mean, I'll have to definitely recode everything, but I I would really like to code my overlay to be like an all-in-one thing, kind of like Steve's, where he can switch between Gen 1 and Gen 2 and everything just conveniently switches over just fine. Like, I should definitely consider doing that. Well, maybe for like Gen 1 will have its own separate one because of how the special stat works compared to special attack and defense, but Gen 2 through... I don't know. I would still just prefer the separate overlays. Like, maybe I could have a spot where, like, in the top left, I'll have, like, the Pokemon, and then I can have its ability, nickname, gender, all that stuff. And then the movesets can be in the bottom, stats can be in the same spot. But then the enemy card, I would like it to be something unique. Like, right now, it's just a red rectangle. Like, I know like, M. Tiberius has it look like a card, but maybe I could make it look like something else. I think that'd be a lot of fun for me to work on. Anyway, uh, the main advantage of having Substitute for this fight, you can just use Substitute on the Mighty Yenna. There's literally not much he can even do to you, but I am weak to Dark, so there is a chance his... Oh, this guy can't even hit Ghosts. Okay, dude, this is pathetic. He might end up switching out, so I better just spam Ice Punch. I better continue spamming Ice Punch. Future Sight, absolutely not. That move is garbage. Good thing Shadow Ball's physical in this game. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the rare candy. I don't think Dusknoir is even going to need too many rare candies because Dusknoir is in the fast level up group. But I'm still going to get all of them for the first playthrough. I mean, I don't really consider this rare candy out of the way just because I can escape rope. Oh. You know what's really funny? In Pokemon in Sapphire version, literally none of these Aqua Grunts are even required. There's like a very easy path you can take to skip all of them. But Emerald just added a lot more trainers, which is annoying. Okay, so far, have I even made any major mistakes this run? I haven't really made any major mistakes, although Watson and especially Flannery were pretty lucky wins. Like, the Torkoal just missed an overheat, and Shadow Ball was doing less than half, which is not good. Like, maybe I should have been a higher level? Or maybe Hidden Power Fighting isn't the right call. I don't know. Oh, dude, this guy's not even scary. Why am I saving? This guy's Mighty Yenna literally has no damaging moves. I'm impressed I did not encounter that person. Alright, so I'm going to skip the rare candy inside the Shoal Cave. But I am going to go surf over to Pacific Locktown. Where's the Max Repel? Here it is. You know what? I may need some of these. Just in case. Oh, right. Repel. I mean, if I end up finishing this run with very few resets, I think the only thing I might change in the second run is just get less candies. Or maybe just use them earlier. It is annoying having to two-shot normal types, though. Dang it. There's always some trainers I'm bound to encounter in this route. Honestly, I think after the stream, offline, I might actually make my own, prototypes of, like, a new overlay. 'Cause I think this definitely could use an update. But there's some aspects of the overlay I like. Like, for example, the type borders. I really do like that, because it makes each overlay look different. Like, maybe something I could do is, like, for the moves on the left-hand side, you see I have the move name and, like, the PP. Maybe I should have effective power on it, too. If you're wondering why I'm setting up Substitute on this Magikarp, it's so that way the 5 Gyarados can't use Intimidate on me, which will waste frames. This guy's pretty much always worth fighting. He gives a buttload of experience. Plus, if you fought this guy holding the Macho Brace, you would get 20 attack EVs, which is insane, if you held the Macho Brace. Wrong tile. I'm gonna fight this guy. He has a single Sharpedo. Because I would like to be level 50. Oh well. I'll get 50 off the gym trainers. Alright, so after this fight, I need to replace Shadow Ball with Calm Mind. And then my only 2 offensive moves will be Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Actually, here's the question. Is there going to be something that I can't hit for at least neutral coverage? Juan will be fine. I guess Wally's Magneton? Fuck, that is not what I meant to do. Uh-oh. I mean, I know Steve's overlay has a JSON file with all of the moves in, like, Gen 1 and Gen 2 and their base powers. But I could probably expand it to include, like, Gen 4 moves as well. So that way I can have, like, an updating effective power for it, too. But I feel like that'd be a lot of work. Hey, Kiwi, how's it been? I mean, I guess updating power really isn't something I really desperately want. Should I hold Quick Claw? I think I should hold Citrus Berry. I prefer actually holding Citrus Berries for this fight. Chasto Berry is also a good backup. Let's see, 80 speed. Does this include my speed badge boost? Well, I outspeed the clay doll. Just barely. Alright, I one-shot it. Nice. I think I should get rid of the Zatu. Honestly, I probably should have gotten rid of the Lunatone first. That Lunatone has hypnosis. Oh, I'm on my own. I think their whole team is going to be a series of one-shots. Yep, I figured. This run's still going pretty good. Some spots are a bit slow, though, but not much you can do about it. Actually, here's an interesting question. When would be the best time to delete Shadow Ball for Calm Mind? I'm thinking the League, because I do want to hold on to Shadow Ball for a bit longer. I think just hold on to it till the League. Yeah, I think so. Actually, Shadow Ball would be extremely good for Phoebe, though. I don't have to set up a bajillion Calm Minds. I think I need to hold on to Shadow Ball for Phoebe. But for Sydney, like, should I teach Hidden Power Fighting for Sydney? Like, over something? I don't think so, no, because I need Ice Punch for Drake, and I need Thunder Punch for Wallace. So I think I may just have to take on Sydney with, just regular Shadow Balls, Thunder Punches, and Ice Punches. It shouldn't be that bad, though, because Sydney's team isn't really the best. I mean, I'm sure Ice Punch can one-shot his grass types. Thunder Punch might one-shot his Crawdont. And the Absol... I think the Absol and the Mighty N will probably be the harder ones. But I'll probably just use all my rare candies for Sydney. Okay, so besides, like, automatically updating move powers, those aren't really a priority for me. I think the number one thing I want is a repel counter. And for Gen 1, a bag number. Like, for example, like, in Gen 1, you're limited to just 20 items in your bag. And in Gen 1, it's very easy to just let your bag overflow, and then you just have no room for items. But it would be nice just seeing, like, how much is in my bag, so I can plan accordingly, because usually, if I, like, pick up tons of vitamins, and I try to pick up, like, the card key in Sylph, or the secret key in the mansion, I'll end up just having nothing. Just no room. Plus, I think for Gen 3, I think the double battle overlay needs a change. Because the double battle thing is just the same Pokemon, but smaller. And it's clearly squished in. I don't know, I feel like that's going to be a bit harder to figure out. Because what that is basically I have an image of a smaller version of the red bordered rectangle that represents the enemy Pokemon. I just have that image just pop up if I'm ever in a double battle. And then I just have all the same Pokemon stuff, just smaller. But I think if the overlay was planned for it, I would actually have had that be smaller. But I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. The double battle thing doesn't really pop up much anyway. I don't want to make the whole overlay look worse just to accommodate a few double battle fights. Hey, Shadow. Well, that's one way to do that puzzle. I'm not gonna get Earthquake. There's really no point for it. Yeah, game dev's back now. Oh, wait, I should... Crud. I hope this isn't going to be my first reset. That would be embarrassing. My first reset being all because of forgetting to use a substitute. I mean, the Crobat was always going to outspeed me anyway, but... I mean, I think the Sharpedo... Yeah, I was always going to underspeed them, so... Honestly, I don't think the substitute really matters. But the Mightyena was able to outspeed. I can't feel like a celebrity at this point. I think it's because you used to be a... I think it's because you used to be in chat for a lot of the streams, and then you just disappeared for a year. I think that's the reason. It's like when your dad finally comes back with the milk, and he doesn't like all the attention. It's sort of like the feeling. Lol. Hey, Zelo. I'm glad you heard that joke. I mean, it was unexpected, yeah. But glad to have him back. But still, besides that one hiccup at Archie, this whole run's still been going pretty dang good. Okay, so what's the plan for Juan? I think just spam Thunder Punch. Although the Kingdra might be a bit challenging, but I should be able to two-shot it with Shadow Ball, I think. Same with the Wish Cache. I mean, the Wish Cache will probably just turn one Amnesia. Gotta head out. Well, thanks for stopping by, Game Dev. I need to be careful just because my D-pad is the PS5 D-pad and I don't like it, so my overworld movement hasn't been the best, but I feel like it's been pretty good this run. Alright, set up a substitute first. Oh, it outspeeds. Okay, so it theoretically could have confused me. Interesting. Crawdont has lower special defense. That's good to know. Almost one-shot it. I mean, I don't like how I'm two-shotting most of his Pokemon, but at the same time, with the substitute up, there's not really much he can do. Although, him getting a free double team up isn't the best. Oh my god. So that's what you get, Juan, for doing cheese strats. What you get, fool. You know what's interesting? I still have not used my citrus berry yet. Alright, I'm gonna set up a substitute citrus berry. I think citrus berries are straight up better when you're slow and bulky. They're really useful. Alright, this thing, Ice Punch. Looks like it's gonna be a 2-shot. That could have been close to a 2-shot. That might have been a range. Alright, at least substitute blocks Leech Seed. That's good. Because Leech Seed with a bulky Pokemon is not good. Because that's a lot of HP. Less than half. Oh, I got the special D-drop. Didn't even matter, though. Okay, Wally here is... This is like the one instance where I wish I had Fire Punch. But still, I don't think it's worth editing the moveset just for one Pokemon. The Magneton's only really threatening if he, like, paralyzes you or hits you with Supersonic. That's pretty much it. Also, the fast XP group's really coming through, because level 55 and the fact I've used 0 candies is kind of insane. It's just unfortunate there's really no way I can have all 3 punches at the same time unless I were to ditch Substitute. And I just don't think that's a good idea. I mean, Fire Punch would be good for this thing, but then again, what's this thing gonna do? Well, I guess Crunch hurts, but... that's not really gonna help you, Kadabra. Yeah, I should have just spammed Shadow Ball. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, if the Elite Four is not really a struggle, theoretically I could just use my candies before Wally. Because using them before Sydney or before Wally doesn't really make much of a difference in the end, because they're pretty close to each other. I mean, having stuff outspeed me is kind of annoying. I think maybe using all the candies before Wally might be the play. I mean, right now I'm just going to use them before Sydney. I mean, if I didn't have Shadow Punch anymore, I could have Fire Punch at this point. But I don't want to have to keep making trips to the move relearner. That's just going to be slow. Hey, man, I don't know how you move so seamlessly. I can barely move accurately at normal speed. It's a lot of practice. A lot of practice. The key is, you just have to go right at it. Like, you're not going to be good at first, you just gotta keep doing it, keep doing playthroughs. Eventually you'll get good. Like, you'll know the points where you need to turn left, you need to turn right, and for how long. It'll come to you. It's kind of like learning to ride a bike. Although in this case, it's like trying to learn to ride a unicycle. I mean, you should still see the number of times I, like, bonk into walls. My overlay doesn't have a bonk counter, but if I did have a bonk counter on my overlay, it'd be at like 1,200 bonks right now. Okay, I think I should use all my rare candies now. Because I think Sydney might just be the hardest member in the Elite Four. I didn't get many of the extra rare candies. There's some rare candies in the overworld that are just out of the way to me. Like, there's one outside the abandoned ship. There's one to the west of Fortree City that I have to fly to. And there's one that needs Waterfall by Meteor Falls. Those rare candies, those would be the first ones I skip, because those I have to fly back to. Honestly, I think I should have gotten a white herb. Okay, Ice Punch does half. Alright, good to know. What's my speed? 107. Oh, I barely outspeed this. Thunder Punch, one-shots. Nice. Alright, and then this, just Ice Punch. Swords Dance. This thing has... Oh, Swords... Okay. That Absol has no dark moves. Okay, save. Alright, so on Phoebe, her fastest Pokemon's 91 speed. On Sydney, his fastest is 105, which was the Shift Tree. On Glacia, her fastest is 103. On Drake, his fastest is 132. Drake's Salamence is actually the fastest Pokemon in the whole league. And then Wallace's fastest is 116, and that's his Milotic. And Steven's Pokemon, his fastest is his Claydol at 140. Okay, I don't think I need Shadow Ball anymore, so... I'm going to go ahead and teach Calm Mind now, in the place of Shadow Ball. I can Thunder Punch Glacia, I can Ice Punch Drake, and then Thunder Punch Wallace. Except for his Whiscash, I'll have to Ice Punch that. Alright, so something I've learned for this fight here, it is never a good idea to use Substitute. Because the hail damage is still going to hit you regardless. And I don't want to set up too many of the Calm Minds here, just because Ice Ball will stack up damage, because it's like a rollout clone. But it was building out my special defense. Well, now I'm going to be dealing with speed issues. Great. Light Screen. Well, oh my god, that crit. Oh gosh. This might end up being my first reset. The light screen gone yet? No, it's not. Okay, now it is. Uh-oh. Alright, hopefully I can one-shot the Celio and the Walrein, although they outspeed. Actually, I think the Hail's gonna kill me. First reset, this whole run was on Glacia. I very misplayed that fight. I should have set up all my Calm Minds here, because yeah, Ice Ball does more damage. It's kind of like Rollout, but Ice Ball special. I'm literally building up my special defense as I'm doing it, so I should have just done the full setup. That was just bad play on my part. Okay, yeah, it did end up doing half, but at this point, I will outspeed and one-shot everything with Thunder Punch. Citrus berries are really good for a bulky Pokemon. And I'll definitely use it here, too. Yeah. You know, it feels really appropriate to have Mystery Dungeon music for this stream, even though I have it for every stream, just because we're playing with Dusknoir. If you know, you know. Dude, this Pokemon being slow and defensive, but with a great attack stat, this Pokemon's actually pretty damn amazing. The only problems I've been really having this run is just moveset management, like what moves to have and when. Dude, Earthquake couldn't even break my substitute. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, that thing's gonna break it, but that's the only Pokemon in his whole team that I think outspeeds. Actually, what's his Kingdra speed? I don't know. Oh, I'm faster by 2 points. That is awesome. Ice Punch and Thunder Punch are the same power. They're both neutral. So, honestly, using the rare candies before Sydney was 100% the right call. I think if I had used them before Wally, I might have been level 69 for the fight, which would not have been nice. Yeah, I don't need anything else for this fight. Alright, so the plan is, I'm going to use one Thunder Punch on the Whale Lord first, so that way its Water Spouts do very little damage. And then I'll begin the setup. Honestly, it might have been worth getting rid of Substitute for Rest, and equip a Chesto Berry instead. I mean, I still have a super good chance of winning this fight. May as well get the sub up anyway. Alright, so what Pokemon outspeed? Most of them. I mean, I guess having Substitute is the better play here just because I can block Toxic. Alright, Thunder Punch and Ice Punch are the same effective power. Alright, this needs Ice Punch. Alright, level 71. Gyarados, it's pretty obvious what this needs. And then the Milotic, it needs Thunder Punch. Okay, yeah, Wallace was an absolute joke. I only have one reset in the whole game, and it was on Glacia, just because I decided that using my setups on the Glalie was a good idea. It wasn't, though. That was just a misplay on my part. Okay, so now I need to get another Heart Scale. Actually, I think I already have another Heart Scale. But anyway, I need to go to Fall Arbor Town and use the move relearner and teach Fire Punch. What will I teach it in the place of? Probably Thunder Punch. Because Ice Punch is still useful for the Cradily. So I think the moveset's going to be Calm Mind, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and... I don't know if I want to go Substitute or not. Substitute or Rest. I'm not sure which is the better play. I think Substitute's still the... I don't know. I feel like I might still take damage from things. I don't know. What Pokemon of his outs? I do not know. My spreadsheet does not have Steven Stone's team. I'll need to add that at some point. Honestly, I think Rest might just be the better call. Like, I'll just equip the Rest in Chesto Berry. I think that's going to be better than Substitute. Because on the Skarmory, even if I get hit with Toxic, I can just use a Rest. Plus, with my bulk, Rest is just straight up OP. Alright, I'm teaching Rest. Chesto. Alright, Steven. I have a decent chance of hitting the under. Okay, turn 1 Toxic is not cool. Okay, reset. That was super unlucky. Because here's the thing, did you see how much Steel Wing was doing? Steel Wing would have 100% breaking my substitute. Like, I want him to wait a few turns before using Toxic. Hey, Mariah. Honestly, I don't even think I need full +6 setup. I think +4 might be enough. Oh, that was cutting it close. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I was never outspeeding that medic. Okay, +4 lets it live. Alright, I need to heal. Oh my god, that did so much. Okay, maybe instead of a Chesto Berry, I should have a Pecha Berry. Because here's the thing, like, the Skarmory can't do much damage to me, plus, with the ability Pressure, I could probably stall out his uses of Steel Wing. Steel Wing only has 15 power points. Okay, that was really cutting it close. Alright, I'm at +6. I'm gonna keep spamming Rest until he's out of Steel Wings. Dude, how many Steel Wings does he have? Maybe Steel Wings got more PP than I thought. Okay, he switched to Aerial Ace, so I'm guessing he's out. But Aerial Ace's damage is still decent. I've got lots of uses for Rest, though. I think I'm going to continue stalling. Aerial Ace has 20 PP, so with Pressure, he only needs to use it 10 times. So I think just completely stall is the strategy. I need to move on to the rest of his team at near full health. Okay, he's using Toxic. He's out of moves. Okay. Oh. Wait, this'll one-shot. There we go. Alright, this thing, I can just Ice Punch. Honestly, I probably should have used Rest on that thing. That thing's very easy to stall. Ice Punch. Reflect, you idiot. My special defense is pretty dang good. I think I can afford to use Rest here. Yeah. Solar Beam. Oh my god, what is wrong with this guy? Alright, this thing, Fire Punch. It'll two-shot. 1 hour, 31 minutes, 38 seconds with 3 resets at level 73. Game time of 4 hours and 21 minutes. Okay, I did have 2 resets at Steven, but I feel like Steven is going to need some luck because the key to that fight is you need to completely stall on the Skarmory, make him run out of Aerial Aces and Steel Wings, so that way you can go into Metagross at full health because you're going to have to tank a Shadow Ball. And I think one mistake I made in this fight, I should have used Rest on the Cradily, because the Cradely's only moves are Ancient Power and Giga Drain, which have 5 PP, so he only needs to use those moves 3 times to completely run out. Thanks, Zelo. So yeah, I could have just rested up for free. Because the Cradily, not the Cradily, the Blaydol could have hit me with Ancient Power, and the Armaldo survives Fire Punch, obviously. Honestly, I feel like Ice Punch may have been the better move. Yeah, Ice Punch would have one-shot, so that's another mistake. But, I think I might cut the stream short because I do want to test out some beta designs for a new overlay. And this playthrough went so freaking good. I feel like if I did a second playthrough, like, yeah, I may know what to do for Steven, but this run on its own is still really good. I didn't really make major mistakes except for just that one Glacia fight and a couple of resets at Steven. 3 resets for an Emerald run is pretty dang good. I might actually stick to this. And it's going to be pretty dang competitive with you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and update the leaderboard, and then in about 20 seconds, I will show you all the results. Alright, gotta put in Dusknoir tricks. Game time of 1. Level 73 with 3 resets. Real time 131. First playthrough. Sort the lead by fastest. Okay, so if we take a look at the leaderboard, this Pokemon right here is 7th out of 9th place. So even though this thing only had 3 resets, it's still slower than Hisuian Typhlosion. I highly doubt this thing would ever beat Hisuian Typhlosion. That thing had Eruption, and it was just super dang good. The main problem with Dusknoir is when you're constantly being outsped by things, the game just ends up being naturally slower. But besides its low speed, this thing played like a champ. It just felt awesome. But I think best case scenario, it would play better than Hisuian Typhlosion, possibly Duskmane Necrozma too, in 5th place. But definitely it cannot be Hisuian Samurott. That thing had Swords Dance by level up. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this just one playthrough stream. The next stream will be Friday, where I'll be doing Emerald with, I'm not really sure what Pokemon I'm going to do. Let me look at the schedule. Gallade. I'll be running the game with Gallade. I think that Pokemon's going to do awesome. I mean, it's in the slow level up group, but fighting types are really good in Emerald. And there were 2 other Pokemon I was going to do in the month of March for Emerald backports. Those were, what were they? Dude, I can't remember what they were, but they were 2 other Pokemon that evolved from Hoenn Pokemon. But I may just end up saving those for another backport later in the year. But anyway, I will see you all.